You may not realize it, but there will be many of your clients that are simply not right for you. They're taking up a lot of your time for little to no profit whatsoever. So I want to give you a couple of exercises to do on your client base. Now, if this grid represents 100% of your client base, the first exercise that I would recommend that you carry out is the Pareto analysis. In other words, an 80-20 analysis on there. Not on their income, but actually on their profitability. And what you will likely discover is that 20%, thereabouts, give or take, will be generating around 80% of your profitability. Which means all of these people all the way down here are barely generating any profitability and yet taking up a lot of your time. And therefore, if you imagine what the very, very bottom set are bringing in for you, it's hardly worth the effort that you're putting in. So one recommendation, especially if your time is pulled, maybe your team are being quite overworked as well at the moment, is to cull the bottom maybe 5-10% of your client base. That will instantly free up your time to start to find more of the people that are up here. So that's one exercise. Another exercise that you can do is also to grade your clients against your ideal client profile. Now, if you haven't already created an ideal client profile, that's something I do recommend. It's in one of my other videos. But essentially, just sit down and think about what are the key attributes that make up your perfect type of client, and then grade your client base against that criteria. And what you'll discover is that there are some very close matches in there and some absolute distant matches. So grade them then, rank them into closest order. The nearest matches are your A clients, followed by your B's, C's, and then your D's are completely opposed to that. Now, it's important to understand why are they where they are. Maybe for some of your B clients, it's purely because they're not maybe paying you the same level of fees that the A clients are. Maybe that's because they're not taking on some of the services, or maybe they've negotiated you down a little bit on fees and they're less profitable. Either way, the next exercise then is to sit down with your B clients and start to upgrade them. Have conversations about the opportunities and the ways that you could help them to grow and improve their businesses. And what you'll soon discover then is that you'll start to upgrade some of those B's into A clients, the C's as you continue this into B clients, and maybe some of those D's you can notch up as well into your C clients. What you're left with then again are a bunch of clients that are maybe just not right for you. I call them BMWs, that's bitches, moaners and whingers. Nothing's ever good enough, nothing's ever fast enough, nothing's ever cheap enough. And often, I just think life is too short to work with those types of people. So again, my recommendation would be to part company with those, whether that's pricing them out, whether that's selling them to another accountant as a block of fees. Now you might be thinking, well, some of those D clients, they may know another business owner that they could recommend to me. But the reality is, for the most part, is that A's refer A clients and D's refer D clients. People often know and link up with other people just like themselves. Now you might also be asking the question, well, how do I upgrade those clients? Well, look, I would love to share with you lots of great ways, approaches, mechanisms that you can put in place to really maximize the client potential within your client base. And I would do that by inviting you along to a masterclass that I'm running very soon. Now, I'm Shane Lucas. I'm best-selling author of many books, including Putting Excellence into Practice, a book designed specifically for accountants in practice that are keen and passionate about growing their business in a way that it works for them, not the other way around. And I'm running a 2-day masterclass very soon, so I recommend that you click the link below to discover a little bit more about what I'll be covering during those 2 days, and therefore you can ascertain whether or not you believe it will be right for you. As a quick snapshot, some of the things I'm going to be talking about are how to price your services much more profitably in a way that reflects the value that you're delivering, and exactly how you can communicate that value in a way that prospective clients will want to buy those services for those fees. I'll be talking about how you can attract more of your ideal type of client. I'll be talking about how you can deliver much more of an advisory type of service to those clients as well. Advisory in a way that doesn't mean you have to know your client's business better than they do, but actually that utilizes your natural skills with numbers as an accountant. I'll be covering that and much, much more. Click the link below, discover everything that I'm going to be talking about on that day, and decide whether you believe that that will be right for you or not. Click the link below now, and I hope to see you there. Bye-bye.